Hi everybody. Today's May 24th. As I sit here in my SRO at age 60, looking at a life of poverty and desperation in front of me as the only alternative, according to the messages and whatnot delivered by the U.S. mail and allowed to me by the faceplates in front of my actual bank accounts, it's looking pretty grim. Why am I laughing? Well, as I've said before, my attitude is if I die an hour from now, we'll put another 10 worthless criminals in prison. Said that before. Except, that's kind of old. We got a lot of people busted. None of it makes the paper. I mean, I remember 3 years ago, in fact, probably this week, 3 years ago this week, I was in Bayside, New York, walking down Northern Boulevard. It's an old neighborhood of mine. I lived there for 7 years. And there was a Chinese guy in an Armani suit who looked super fit, probably had 7 black belts, and was walking toward me. Obviously with intent that was not nice. I walked past him. Nothing happened. Why would it? He was really nice and wasn't trying. Well, that's not really the answer when you're within 100 feet of the king, which is the rules we actually play by. So he was taken off the street immediately. What do we do with him was the question I got when I got back to the hotel, the Anchor Inn, which is another story. And my reply was, well, that's easy. Hold him and see if the consulate comes and, wants to take him into their custody and then send him back to the PRC. What do you think the odds are of that? Well, he was the first of many. And here they sit for 3 years. I don't even know how many there are. That's non-public information right now. Or is it? I just said something, right? That's just, one example of the kinds of things we have. My core group is a bunch of intelligence cops, but we have military cops and feds and even some local cops in various jurisdictions working with us. We like to watch people talk. Having said that, let's change the subject for a moment. I subscribe on YouTube to CGTN, and I've been watching the proceedings of the Communist Party annual meeting as reported by CGTN. Finally, Xi Jinping finally said something about the pandemic. I think he said like 6 words. That was pretty good. If you compare that to what Donald Trump has said about the pandemic, it's quite a bit different. And finally, the foreign minister said something. Instead of the guy who's the spokesman, Beijing Barry, and the scolders of CGTN. There's all kinds of information out there. Some of it's been reported. Most of it has not. Let me give you a little illustration of what it is we're looking at, just in broad, generic terms. Well, if you take a look at the publicly available information, those are the primary 4 sources. And then you look at the non-public information. You want to tell me that countries haven't been collecting anything? Which I gotta ask, why has the PRC been so aggressive about preceding the record with information we know is not true? Some of it is, but a lot of it isn't. I mean, I already know because it's been going on for a long time. An event of 3 years ago on Northern Boulevard in Bayside, New York, it's part of Queens. That wasn't the first experience. But that was probably an insight into how it is, this non-Cold War and peace that the PRC has been waging with us. Yes, it's all peace. They're nice, loving people who don't come after the American Indian King, who's also its ranking general, because, we haven't publicly declared who I am yet. I mean, I can make stuff, I can keep going. I can't even complete the sentence. It's just so disconnected in terms of an idea on their part. So, we sit and wait. We love to see what people say on the record. We've been doing that for 4 years with the press in the U.S. The boxwoods come and go. The 5G still being installed. Nobody says anything. What are we going to do with a filled up, no doubt according to the No Doubt True News, city of Boston? And why haven't the geniuses of the PRC used the emptiness of the city of Boston as part of their propaganda about how weak and paper tiger-like the land of the free is? They've had 20 years to do it. Do they sell stuff here? To whom? This is going to be kind of fun. Fasten your seatbelts and have a nice day.